Hi, everybody. I hope you're doing fine. Thought I'd get on here and talk a little bit more. I've got to roll some cigarettes and take a shower, make supper, but I haven't really done too much today. Literally, my ears are still sore. So, yeah, we got to be really careful about our colors that they try and lay on us. And they know all these things too from studying with handicapped people too, like epileptic kids. Some of them, like if they see like real bright colors or they'll go into convulsions, that type of thing. Well, they learned about a lot about the human mind from studying the handicap, and it wasn't for the benefit of the people that were handicapped. It was to learn more about how the human mind works and irritants and different enzymes that say somebody with um, epilepsy might have more enzymes in their body, protein or different things that we don't have that makes them that way. So then when they make these vaccines and different things or the pills they take different pills like heart pills or high blood pressure that are definitely formulated to protect them from the things that they're trying to do to us, like the food, the air, the water, whatever. Um, uh, like I say, sounds, colors, um, movies we watch, everything. So it's all a design. So yes, luckily it's God's design. But yeah, I just know that there's certain people that are fighting for everybody else, whether everybody else realizes that or not. And I'm one of them, and I won't give up. I don't care who says what. I really don't anymore. You can say anything to me, mean, stupid. I don't care. I made a video. I didn't name 007's name, but he was one of them ones like Andrea that would write these long, stupid ass questions that they could just go Google and get the answer. Like I'm the guru of esoteric knowledge. Well, maybe I am, but still, if I actually know something that God put in me that they don't have, you can't like extract it out of me with stupid questions. So I went off on this one video, not naming names, but just trying to educate people like you're wasting my time. You're trying to take me off track with your I'm not going in this direction. Like shoo fly, don't bother me, that type of thing. So just telling like it is. That's exactly what happened. So it's been happening for quite some time, almost like a little child bothering me, for Satan. So it's like, yeah, highly educated little children with the evil mannerisms of a spoiled brat. So, yeah. Yeah, I made a whole video about that one time about a month or so ago, and even saw parts of that used against me. It's like, yeah, there you go, use that, sure. Use what I'm angry when you people all pump your little butts together and do whatever you do. Get your little asses together like that. Because it takes a bunch of asses to make one donkey. Luckily, I know I'm a horse. Yes, do I have a horse face? Oh, yes, it's a long face. Yeah, long, sad face. You make me sad. Rather be a horse than a jackass. Maybe that's why the four horsemen are literally considered. like horses in the Bible because of their strength, you know, and independence. The most beautiful thing in the whole world is having a wild horse become your friend. It really is, or being able to tame a horse, and it's really the most incredible thing. It's pretty cool. One time, my horse Dusty, after I tamed her, because she was crazy. Um, when she reared up, she was like 12 feet up in the air, right up above me, but just amazing. But she was laying one time, she was laying down in her old barn that I made the first one. And my son Luke went out there and he was laying on her tummy, cuddled up to her next to her, hugging her, so, you know, that was pretty cool. And she used to hate men, so that was quite the feat, you know. She ended up not liking them, but that's another story. you know, I'm sure she's gotten over it by now. It's been a long time, so yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, Karen, I'm thinking about you for tomorrow. Good luck with everything, or more than good luck. Well, wishes, best wishes. God bless you. You know, always. You know, I'm sure you're gonna be okay. I just got that feeling like you're gonna be all right. You know, I think the ones that, um, even if they can't try hard, or they don't have to try hard, do you know what I mean? Um, oh, what's the way to word it? Like, God knows when you're taxed, like the church said, He's not going to put any more burden on. That we're in these times like that, and I recognize that, and I appreciate everybody that has faith in God. So if I'm like seem to exalt somebody that has to understanding that I do, um, it isn't like that in my heart like that because I hold you just as dear like that. It's just that I'm able to talk to Robin because he really does speak in depth, like he can feel it, like you feel it out of me. And I think Justin's got a lot of that in there too. And it wouldn't hurt me one bit to hear him talk lots, just as a friend. Knowing that good people are out there, just taking time, like saying hi. I don't really have to teach you anything, just to be your friend and love you and say hi. You know, that's the way I feel. So, and there could be a whole bunch more people out there just like that, you know. But it's the ones that are greedy that want more people on their channel to literally make money. Um, those are the ones that are mostly jealous of a bigger channel, um, or somebody's personality, or just downright hates somebody, you know, that type of thing. But other than that, there's really no excuse for anybody to say anything about anybody. I don't go over on somebody's channel and say anything negative to them. If they want to come over here, that's a different story. Or if they make a video about me, that's another different story. So, yeah, I don't know. Oh, like I say, I'm just hanging. Um, Literally, my ears are still ringing just from almost 3 seconds. So, that's about as long as it takes for me to click off it, you know. So, yeah. But I won't trust anybody that's hurt me now, ever again. First, it was my eyes and my ears, kind of, lately. And then my eyes again. Hmm. I went, like I said, went through that with other people too. So, um, no, they know what they're doing. They're adults. If they're not clear minded, they're definitely not cleared souled. Either way, if there's such an alter in something I see or something I hear, um, and I've always had really, really good ears, almost like extremely, but this was way overboard, you know. So, oh yeah, I think it'd be a different story if I was over on that same island, but that is a different story. Cat, I try to warn people and they just don't care. They think they're above God. I'm not, saying I'm God. I'm just saying I know God. And I try to tell people this is the way you have to do things. It's exactly what you have to do. If you do anything else, it's not gonna work. Like like the Krabby Patty formula. You don't get it if you don't get it. Like there's a certain um I'll take an aspirin. There's a certain way to open this bottle. Oh, yeah, just it doesn't come off any other way. Just doesn't. That's it. One way and one way only. Well, I suppose I could cut into it, but then I'd wreck the Krabby Patty formula. So they're wrecking it for themselves. Don't have to feel sorry for them. They'll be just fine. They'll just have to work harder at being fine. They'll have to work harder at being fine than they did trying to screw with the people that are working hard right now. That's all there is to it. So don't cry for me, Argentina. Da 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 da. Thought that was funny because that's Hispanic, although it's South American, and I'm pretty sure 007 unsubbed from me, but he's in the Canary Islands and they speak Latin over there. Well, it's a Hispanic Spanish. So yeah, Argentina, get it, haha. Thought that was funny. La cucaracha, la 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 la. Anyway, Mexico. Yeah, another one. Let's see, what other Hispanic? Um, oh, well, yeah, Barcelona. Yeah. Anyway, so how's everybody doing today? Are you doing okay? To me, it seems like sort of like a melancholy, like sad. It almost seems like a Sunday to me. Sundays get like that, but yeah, today, and it was such a beautiful day yesterday and today, sunny and just. But they were chemtrailing this morning. You know, at least I saw one. I don't know how heavy, but I do know when there's certain sights of the sky around me that they try and cover it up, especially. So, but I know around February that stuff's like full bore right in front of my face. So, and I got a pretty nice little video I made on my Facebook about Nibiru. It's over there, Wormwood, whatever we want to call it, holograms, Star Trek. But anyway, I got a couple pictures of the snow in there that I didn't edit out, but I took about 52 pictures and put it to a little musical video over there. And, probably about, I'm going to say July of 2017, maybe something like that. Somewhere around in there, maybe. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. Maybe I'll just pull it up sometime and play it. Yeah, that's what I'll do. For people that don't have Facebook, I'll um, play it on my phone or something, or play it on my laptop. Doug didn't get that cover on there. We were gonna pick up another truck we were gonna get today, but things didn't work out. The guy who we're buying it from was over in Wisconsin and was gonna have a friend drive him and to meet and all this because he doesn't have a license. So things didn't work out for him. So we'll probably do it tomorrow. But so Doug was waiting for a phone call and blah blah blah, and didn't get my cover on my air conditioner, so I didn't want to move my desk yet. So I just decided, I'll kind of like do nothing today, you know. So anyway, everybody needs them kind of days. You need your alone time, or just kind of quiet times, quiet days. For me, a quiet day, honestly, is not for me personally, but when Doug isn't drinking. A sober day is what I call it. And this is his second sober day, so yeah. Like one time he quit for about a year, 9 months or a year, and then started again. And he used to smoke. He smoked like 3 packs a day. Um, and then he quit for, oh, God, like 6 years or something. And then started again for about a year and then quit. So, yeah, that was crazy. He was mad because the car broke down. So, wow. Like be 6 years free and then go back. That's crazy. But yeah, that would be nuts. So yeah, somebody unsubbed to me, and I'm pretty sure I know who it was. Oh well. Um, that's to me good riddance to bad rubbish. Because just the stupid questions alone were almost unbearable. But I thought, nah, I can't play this game. But I wanted a second opinion on that too, because this is, it's important. But when the colors and all the different symbols and everything come up with people, it's just like Abba. You can't convince me, and even the people that know the Taliban, they know it all. Different names for the Baphomet or Baal or Baal or Tav or Ta, and Satan, and Lucifer's his good name before he fell, um, and was eminence and will be again. These creatures, um, some of them literally were made to be destroyed. They're like empty shells, nothing there. So, like, if somebody actually is like of no value, um, you know, if you really don't even love yourself enough to love other human beings truly, um, I'm not talking about the empty ones. I'm talking the ones full of God, full of Christ, full of life, the ones that will be reborn. Then you really probably aren't of that. It's like I say, if you believe that, like the Illuminati tries to push, that Darwin's theory that we're from chimpanzees, then you probably are, you know. So, and I babysat my cousin's little monkey, and I can tell you that we didn't come from monkeys. You know, the saddest thing I think I seen in a zoo, besides a beluga whale and the baby that ended up dying literally in the Minnesota Zoo, they took it to they took the baby died, or let me see, the mama died, and then the baby they took somewhere else because the tank was contaminated, but it was too late and it died anyway. It was so small. I mean, even like about might have been about a 400-foot pool or something. It was just like, these animals are used to the whole ocean, and they put this mama had an eye that big around. Oh, she was beautiful, and the baby was so cute, and that broke my heart. But the when I took my oldest son to see them um when he was little, before I had my second son. But when I was a girl, there was a gorilla in a zoo called Como Zoo, and in St. Paul, our capital city in Minnesota, and that made me sick. It was just looking at me like I just hate people, and I was looking at him like, I don't know what to do for you. This is horrible. And he literally like had a tear in his eye, and I'm thinking, how can they freaking do this? You know, I really, I mean, I used to love zoos because I thought, oh, I'm going to see Sparky the seal, and it did all these tricks and all this, you know. But then I saw all this other stuff, and I just couldn't deal with it. I hate it. Now, I don't mind like places like that have um, big open stances like they do in Africa to try and save the animals, that type of thing, you know. But yeah, locking them up in cages, I'm not too big on that, you know. I've gotten a lot of animals just to set them free. So, yeah. I think the corniest animal I ever had was a potbelly pig that these two little girls had, and they thought it was going to be a little one, but it wasn't. And they used to feed it popcorn and M&Ms. Her name was Oreo because she had white in the middle and black on both sides. And so anyway, I got Oreo, and she used to be best friends with the dog I had named Buddy, and great big dog, Newfoundland Great Dane mix, and partly blind. He was a rescue dog. We adopted him, and so we adopted this pig, rescue dog. Had 30-foot dog kennel that they both lived in this dome home that we made for them. So it was the craziest thing. But yeah, she ended up being like probably 300 pounds, and she was about, I'm going to say, 3 years old when I got her, and she lived for 6 more years. But oh, and then I had a pig named Miss Piggy. Well, I've had three of them I raised when I was a kid, but I got one for my kids, and we raised her till she got big enough, and then sold her to the neighbors for a brood pig. So, but she was pure pink, and my I would throw, or the kids would play frisbee, and they play pickle in the middle with the pig. So they'd throw the frisbee to each other, and the pig would run after the frisbee to one kid, then run back to the other kid, squealing and laughing. Well, my youngest one, John, flopped on the ground, and he's like, oh, Miss Piggy. And she come up there screaming like he was dying, just, and she was totally like freaking out. And then it became a game with them. I'd like, go get John, he's dying. And she'd laugh and run over there. And it was the funniest thing. But I would sit on the porch and have my cigarettes, so I didn't have the cigarette smoke in the house for my kids. So I'd be out there and I'd, take a puff. And she was over on the north side of the property. Next thing I heard is freaking pig coughing back at me. So that became part of her language too. Not only do they squeal and laugh and they cry, and she coughed, and it was just remarkable. She was the funniest thing. And then she'd go like that, laughing, and oh, just hilarious. Yeah, very cute. I got her when she was just tiny too. So yeah, I thought my kids need to raise an animal. That's what I was thinking. And the reason I picked them is because they are very smart. They're so personable and human like with the eyelashes when they look at you. They really are looking into your soul. So I wanted my kids to just kind of like feel that. So, and they did. Especially John, when I sold her, he really missed her. But yeah. Anyway, she got ate by a bear. It went in their barn and slaughtered their chickens. It slaughtered her and two other pigs in there and their rabbits and a couple of cattle. Just wiped them out. Didn't really even eat anything. Just kind of went through their barn crazed, nuts. A black bear. So, I don't know. Terrible. But, yeah. Well, like I said, I just thought I'd get on here and shoot the breeze with you for a little while. And I know a couple of you ladies said you're going through some pretty tough times. I think a lot of people are, but not to minimize your sorrows and hard times at all. Not at all. You know, um, I'm more than willing to hear anybody's sorrows and give you any type of love or advice or just a hey, shout out, whatever, anytime, anytime, write you back, you know, because I care about you, you know. I don't want anybody hurt. I don't even want the stupid ones hurt. I really don't. But this is their decisions, and I have to be strong about it. And yes, it is tough love, and it is true love. And that's the way we're going about this. This is what needs to happen. People need to put their foot down and be real. And like Lionel Nation says, people want authentic. They want real. They're sick of the fake lying, baloney, scamming, like SJD getting mad at me when I won't use PayPal. I don't have a PayPal. So I was going to send him cash. And he didn't want that, so why? Because he wanted my credit card number. You know, then people started coming against me. It's like I said, I mean, I didn't even go against him at first. It was like, if he wants to think he's Jesus Christ, well, that might be a good thing. Let him think it. Who cares? You know? But when you start swearing at people that are telling you, hey, dude, I know you're scamming because they told me the gematria scam and why, so I could help educate people on that. So, no, I'm not putting up with it. So, something needs to be said about these people that are working together to hurt others, and I won't quit till God makes me quit. So, that's the way that is. So, I'm just out here saying hi and helping all the good people in the world stay softer in your hearts because you help me too. And I appreciate that. And I love you and I respect you. I'll never back down. So, and I don't know. I'm pretty sure. Oh, Oh, I gotta tell you this before I go. I might be back later, but last night, Lionel Nation goes that talking about how Roseanne Barr got banned for um, like hate speech or being prejudiced, and then there's some black guy that did the same thing, but yet they forgive him, and it's like, yeah, okay, that I can understand because Roseanne was really straightforward about standing up for President Trump. And I'm not really big on the guy, but I do, God bless his presidency. Not big on his old lady, but I think she's pretty awesome and she's beautiful. And I think a lot of women are very jealous of her. That would not be an easy position. So I do, God bless their days in our White House where they have left like a year in some. So anyway, but he says I can imitate anybody, and I'm thinking, no, you can't. Because I've lived so many places, you probably can't imitate me. And so just knowing that he does listen to me, all of a sudden here he goes off, and I can even do the Minnesota and there and this and that, and I'm like, no way, he just did me, and it's like towards the end of last night's video, and I'm like, Lionel, that's some funny shit. that had me, and it was like 20 minutes before the end of the video because I was still laughing inside for a full 20 minutes after that. So yeah, the last part of his last night's video was very funny. So, and it's good to laugh. So yeah, he did that Minnesota accent. I couldn't believe it. It's like, I don't think this guy's from Florida. He lives in New York City and been from coast to coast, but not a whole bunch in the middle of the United States like Minnesota. So, and he nailed it pretty good. And I couldn't believe it. I thought, no, I'm thinking, no, you can't do me. And he did. That's incredible, you know. So funny. So if you get a chance, I think he does like a 130 some minutes of a live stream, but last night, so it would be like at the 120 something or 110 something mark. It would be around there, and then he starts goofing off with his different accents and stuff. Hilarious. That just yep. And he was also talking about the word he used was uh, domestic terrorist. So, okay, everybody. Oh, gee, a 33-minute video. Well, then I'll wait 34. No, I don't have a problem, you know, thinking of things to think or say. Not usually. You And I always have something to say to somebody. you know. But yeah, Justin, just get on here and say, hey, your thoughts are awesome. You know, really are. You know, what do you think about the center of the Earth? We talked about space. What's your thoughts on the Earth? I don't mean like the shape of it. And you know what? That's another thing. I don't get into these little fairy tale arguments about what the earth is, what the earth isn't, what space is, what space isn't, because I know within my heart that there is a firmament and there's water in between. I know that Satan is bound and he's afraid of water. So that says it all. I I know. So yeah. Anyway, I love y'all. Or if anybody else you want to talk about, Journey to the Center of the Earth. You ever seen that movie? It's really cool. It is. It's oh, I bet I was 4 when it came out, probably like 1962 movie or one of the first colorized movies in Technicolor, like really bright colors. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. I was like literally afraid of colored TVs when they first got one. I would go downstairs and watch the black and white TV because I couldn't handle the colors. It was like way too much for me. Yeah. So, I'm really sensitive to a lot of optical baloney and when I hear something off. So, yeah, probably so I can warn everybody else to be aware of that type of thing. So, and Robin noticed that too on Richie from Boston's. That's what I was going to point out. Yes, I did too. I clicked on it like that day, the same day I seen that same one where he was talking about believing in Jesus Christ and that he never did not or something like that. He said, or getting on his knees. That's what it was every night. And I'm thinking, well, if you don't, you will. And but that's a good start, even if it was a lie. I felt the same way you did, but I know he has faith in God. Maybe not ultimate faith, but he believes there is a God, so there's hope. But then I clicked on it, was like a few days later, and I heard subtones, you know, and also with the Overdue Champion, the sound of his humming old, it sounds like an old IBM Tower computer. That sound, after they've conditioned our ears with these other problems, is going to become an irritant, and he's probably wearing earphones too. Um, or he's taking medication. They take medications to guard themselves from the things they're doing to us. It's a literal fact. So I love you all. I might be back just if God says like you probably need me to, or if I think of something. I love you. Okay. Just have a good night if I'm not back, and I'll have a good night or day anyway. Peace and love from Pine City, Minnesota, USA. Love y'all. Thanks for all your help.